What's going on, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. I am Rolando the Board Dad, and today I'm going to do another solo playthrough for your enjoyment, and we'll see how my winnings, well, my not so winning streak does in this playthrough. No spoilers for the previous ones. I may or may not have been successful. Today, I'm going to do a playthrough of Super Mega Lucky Box, and I just love saying Super Mega Lucky Box because it is a spectacularly fun game, and I'm not just saying that. This game is published by Gamewright. It is 1 to 6 players, plays really quick, about 20 minutes, and the age is 8+, and that's pretty accurate. This is a very simple flip and write. I know if Redford was here, he would flip out if I said that. The first thing I should say about Hadrian's Wall is that this is a flip and write.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, this is a family channel. Keep it clean, man.
But because this is a solo playthrough and I like to concentrate as I play, he is not here. So we'll be able to, just me and you, and we'll be able to actually think and play. So let me show you Super Mega Lucky Box, and I'll try to teach as I go. Very, very easy game to play. So here we have these cards that will have 9 numbers on them. And what we're trying to do in this game is we're trying to complete as many cards as we can, which means crossing off the 9 numbers on the cards. Think of it as Super Bingo, some people call it. This deck here has 18 cards. We're going to choose 9 of these to flip over, and that's going to tell us what numbers we can cross off. These lightning bolt tokens, which we do begin the game with 4 of them, will let me modify the numbers on these cards, plus or minus 1. Ones do roll over into 9s and vice versa. These moon tokens, as I play, I'm going to try to be getting as many of them as I can. In the multiplayer game, whoever has the most moon tokens at the end of the game scores bonus points, and whoever has the least gets negative points. In the solo game, and this is the only difference between the solo and the multiplayer game, the more moon tokens we have, and here's a glimpse at the rulebook, we want to try and get as many of them as we can, because if we stay with 0 or 1, we're going to get negative points. And then the more we get, the more points we score. And this here is a handy dandy little scorecard. And let's take a quick look at it. So we play 4 rounds of Super Mega Lucky Box. And each round we're going to score a certain amount of points for cards we've completed that round. And as the game progresses, as you can see, we score less points per card. Round 1 is 15 points per card, round 2 is 12, and so on down the line. There's also, on some of these cards, there's these little stars. So as we complete columns or rows, we get to cross off these little bonus squares. And these bonus squares let us cross off more numbers either on the same card or on other cards. And if we can cross off this bonus star, then we circle it here on our scorecard. And the more stars we circle, the more points we score that round. Okay, so that is that. At the end of the game is when we total up our stars. We also get 1 point for every 2 squares we've crossed off on cards we haven't completed. And then we do the moons, and we score bonus points on that. And that's it. That's the entire game. So let's get started, and we'll see how it plays and how satisfying it is to cross off all these combos and just start triggering a whole bunch of stuff. So the first thing we have to do, and I'm just going to shuffle these a little bit. If there is one complaint I have, is these cards are hard to shuffle just because they're perfectly square. It's not a big deal though. So the first thing I got to do is I got to draw 5 of these, and then I'm going to choose 3 to keep. And then out of these 18 cards, I have to draw 9, and those are the 9 that I'm going to use for this round. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll put these off to the side, and I'm trying to keep everything perfectly lined up. We'll see how well that works out. All right, so as I look at these 5 cards, what I'm looking for is cards that have as many of the, the 1 through 9 on them, and also try to keep them a little bit different so I have more options when it comes time to crossing out cards. I want to try to have, across the 3 cards I keep, 1 through 9, so that I'm not wasting a turn if I draw a card that doesn't have a number on one of my cards. So that being said, I think this is a good one to keep. This one is a good one because this one has 7, 8, 9, which this one doesn't have. This one is exactly the same, so I definitely don't want that one. Sorry if you heard a little ringing there. You may have caught the beginning of my home phone ringing, and yes, I still have a home phone. You can blame my wife for that. These two, all right. This one has more moons as bonuses, so I'm going to keep that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. I'm going to just shift this over a bit. And here we go. So all you're going to be doing is flipping over a card and then marking off one instance of that number. Not every instance, okay? I made that mistake the first time I played the game. So let's see. I think I want to cross off this 6 right here. Okay, let's see how that works out. Next one is another 6. Let's try and go for this 6 in the middle. That always works for tic-tac-toe, right? But this is bingo, not tic-tac-toe. The 5. Okay, I think I want to cross off this 5. So you're already seeing how quickly it flows. Sometimes you do have to stop and just kind of consider your options to try and make the best of scoring. And if you're seeing that I make a mistake, please let me know in the comments, yell at the screen, call me, DM me, whatever it takes. Just don't come knocking on my door or I'll sick Redford on you. All right, this is a 5. So I think I want to cross off this 5 here. A 9. Let's go with this 9. A 2. Let's go with this 2. Another 2. Let's go with this 2. Try to focus on one card if I can. A 3. All right, so I could do this 3 or this 3. So which one would you do? Right, me too. I'm going to do this one because that completes this column and I can get this star bonus. Okay, I won't mark it yet because if I am able to get a second star, which I'm not because I have 1 card left, unless it's an 8, right? We'll see. So I don't mark it here until the end of the round. Okay, so let's see. Is it an 8? Nope. I mean, it's super mega lucky, but has its limits, right? All right, so it is a 1. I'm going to cross off this. Now, again, I could cross off this one or this one. Which one would you do? Right, again, this one, because this one gives me a bonus 8. And so I can go over here. Oh, check it out. This is so it's already getting interesting. I could cross off this 8 or this 8. So I'm going to do this one because then I get another star. Pretty cool, pretty cool. As the game progresses, we're going to be able to do that more and more. So that is the end of the round because the cards are finished. So now we go over here and we're going to try and score this round. So I didn't complete any cards this round, so I get a big fat 0 on the 15 here. And then stars, I was able to cross off 2. So I will circle that. And that's it. So now we start the second round. And so these cards remain. And what happens is I draw 3 more cards and I'm going to choose one to keep. There's no limit on the number of cards you can have at once. So let's see what would complement this the best. Boy, these are quite similar, huh? Now, this is cool because it gives me a bonus of 2 lightning bolts if I'm able to cross this off. This one has more moons. This one has a bunch of stars. All right, I'm going to stay with that one. Okay, so now I have 4 cards to choose from. And then this, we put it back with our stack of 18, and we are going to shuffle these as best we can with my mad shuffling skills. Please, no comments on my shuffling skills, unless you want to lie to me and make me feel better. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And by the way, thank you to everyone who has been watching these solo playthroughs. I wasn't sure how I would do these, or if I should do these, because as you know, Redford says, he is the star of the channel. But Redford does go to school, and when he is in school, you know, it's a little hard sometimes to get him to record some videos with me. And so this is just a way that I can play some games and have you along for the ride too. So even though I know you love Redford, I hope you don't miss him too much, and I'm able to provide some sort of entertainment. All right, that's enough. Let's go with round 2. So here we go. 6. All right. I'm hoping to complete this card soon, but in the meantime, I do have a 6 here that I'm going to cross off. I really enjoy this game. I think it's a game that, here we go, we got a 9. I think it's a game that is great to play with new players. It reminds me a lot of other games that have the same, you know, crossing off and getting bonuses and triggering actions and chaining them. You know, Hadrian's Wall, one of my favorite games overall, but one of my favorite flip and right, roll and rights, I don't know what to call it, worker placement rights, has a lot of that, right? But you play Hadrian's Wall with a new player, and as soon as you place the sheets on the table, you're going to lose them. Okay, here's a 1, so I'm going to cross this one off. But this one is great for introducing this concept and getting everyone hooked on this mechanic. All right, so there's a 4, and I've got my first moon. So I actually do get a moon token because that's how we keep track of it throughout the round. So I'm just going to put them here. Okay, I just need a 3 to complete that. So I think Gamewright did a fantastic job with this game. And I'm super mega lucky that they were able to send this to me for review. So thank you, Gamewright. I'm going to use a lightning bolt to change that 4 into a 3 so that I can complete this card. I crossed that off, and now I've crossed off a row and a column. And I forgot to take this 9 as a bonus down here, so I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so that means I get a 7, a 9, and a star. And again, the 9 is because I forgot to do it previously. So let's go ahead and cross off this 7, which lets me cross off this and get my lightning bolt back. Let's go ahead and do the 9. And I'm going to cross off the 9 over here to hopefully work my way to getting this, this moon, and then the star. Now, let me make a little correction on what I said about the stars in the previous round. You actually do circle it immediately, because otherwise, you know, the stars from previous rounds don't count towards this round. So there's no way to tell which is which. So you do, as soon as you cross off the star bonus on the card, you cross it off on your scorecard, because you only count the ones for that round. Okay, next is a 7. Okay, I'm going to cross off this 7. Again, trying to work on that moon. There's a 5. Oh, and I did complete this card, so I'm going to just put it over here. Well, you know what? No, I'll leave it here. Yeah, I'll leave it here. I think that's what I'm supposed to do anyway. Next card is a 3. Okay, here's a 3, and I cross off this moon. And I've got a second moon. All right. Let's see what the last card is. It is a 7. Okay, can I do anything here that would benefit me? Yeah, this may not be the smartest move, but let's give it a shot. This is a 7, so I'm going to spend 3 lightning bolts to turn that 7 into a 4. So I can cross off this 4, and then it lets me cross off this question mark, which lets me cross off any number on any card, and I'm going to use it to cross off this other 4, and then I can get this second star for this round. Since I'm not going to be able to complete a second card, at least I can get some more points with the stars. So that is the end of round 2, and now for the scoring, I did complete 1 card. So that I put a 1 there. That's going to be, actually no, I don't put a 1. I put 12. Do I? No, I do put a 1. Yeah, I put a 1. Okay, so I scored 12 points this round and 4 points for that star, so that's cool. Now I erase this completed card. I guess I could just discard it, but then I might forget to erase it, so I'll just erase it now. Okay, that is done. And now, once again, I draw 3 cards for round 3, and I keep 1. I'm just going to slide these over. All right, let's see what we got here. Anything that, oh, I should put it here so you guys can see it. Anything that, this one's very similar to that. All right, I'm going to keep this one. Why? I have no idea. But we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these. Hope you guys are having a great day, evening, night, whatever time of the day it is. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Let's shuffle these 2. Okay. All right, round 3. I have 1 lightning bolt. I've got 2 moon tokens, which means I'm at 0. So if the game would end with me having 2 moon tokens, I wouldn't gain or lose points. So let's see here. First number is a 2. Let's go ahead and cross off this 2. A 5. Great. I can cross off the 5 here. That completes this card. It also gives me a 3 as a bonus, and it gives me a lightning bolt. So I'll take the lightning bolt now. And I cross off a 3, and then I can cross off a 3 over here. Now, one thing that's important is I cannot use the lightning tokens to modify the bonus numbers. I can only use it to modify the numbers on the cards that I draw. Okay, so I'm going to cross off that 3. Cool. Next one is a 7. Let's cross off this 7. A 6. So you see how important it is to have, diverse cards, because if you draw a number that's not on your cards, you've basically wasted a turn. If you don't have any lightning tokens to modify that. Okay, I could spend these 2 to make that into an 8 and cross that off, but I think I want to hang on to these just in case. So let's cross off that 6. A 3. And then again, you don't want to go through the game without spending these, because in the end, that's what, that's what they're for. So that being said, I'm going to spend this to turn that 3 into a 2 and cross this one off here. And I get a 2. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to spend this to turn that 2 into a 1, because that lets me cross off that 1, and it also gives me 2 lightning tokens back. So that's a great deal. A 5. Okay, decisions. All right, I'll cross off this 5. I'll go for that. A 9. Okay, I will cross off this 9. And last card for this round is a 1. I will then cross off this 1, which completes this row, and I can cross off the 4 as a bonus, which then lets me cross off the 4 here, which gives me a 1 as a bonus, and then I can use that 1 over here, which then completes this column, and I get another moon token. All right, now we're rocking. Too bad it's the third round. Okay, so now it's time for scoring. I did complete 1 card, so I will put a 1 here. And once again, I will erase this. All right. And I didn't cross off any stars this time, so I won't get any points for that. 3 more cards. This is the last round. We'll see how it goes. So in the solo game, what you're trying to do is you're trying to, get as high a score as possible in order to, reach one of these ranks here. So 44 is the bare minimum. Well, actually 45, because 44 and below is super mega unlucky. And I don't want that. I want to score at least 45 points. We'll see how that turns out. Okay, so out of these 3, sorry if it's a little hard to see here. Out of these 3, I believe I want to go for, oh, this one is missing a bonus up here. I don't know if I want that. Okay, let's go with this one. Now we shuffle these up again. And let's go with 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And hopefully this last round will bring good things. Let's go. First one is a 2. Now I could cross off this 2 and it would give me a bonus of 4. And the only 4 I can cross off is over here, which the chances of me completing this card are not very good. If I turn it into a 3, it would give me a 5, but I have no other 5 to cross off other than that. What else can I do? I can make it into a 9, but that really wouldn't. All right, let's just keep it as a 2. So I cross off the 4, and I'll go ahead and cross off the 4 over here. This last round, I really have to really think about what I'm going to do, because it's the last chance I've got to maximize points here. So that's a 9. All right, I'm going to use this to make the 9 into an 8, which lets me cross off this 6, and I can cross this off over here. At the very least, what I want to do is complete this card, because with the 3, I not only complete the card, but I get another moon. And of course, I get a 5, which I'm going to cross off over here. Even though I won't complete this card, at least it will give me a bonus here for this row. So that's pretty neat, that the first 3 draws at least let me get a bonus 7. Now, do I use it to maybe get closer to another moon here, or do I use it to get more lightning bolt tokens, which could come in handy at the very end? These are the kind of decisions you're faced with. Let's see the difference between 3 and 4 moons. So 3 moons is a point, 4 moons is 3 points. All right, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go over here, only because this card is closer to being completed. And, 2 points, watch me score 43 at the end. 2 points is not going to, break me. At least I'm not scoring negative. All right, that's a 2. I'm definitely going to use this lightning bolt to make that 2 into a 3. Then I can cross that off. I get my bonus moon, and I get a bonus 5, which I can't use, unfortunately, because I don't have any other 5s that aren't crossed off. So this is done. All right, 7. Man, you see, this is where I wished I had a lightning bolt to turn that into an 8. but it is what it is. So let's make this, let's cross off that 7. At least I didn't waste a turn. And there's my 8. There is my 8. Okay, so I can either cross off this 8, get another moon, or I can cross off this 8, get a moon and a 5, which I can't spend, or cross off this 8 and get my 2 lightning bolts, which is what I was planning for. Yeah, I'm going to cross off this 8, get my 2 lightning bolts. I also get a 6, but there's no 6 that I can use it for. And I'm one step closer to completing another card. All right, this is getting exciting. A 3. Okay, let's go with a 3 here. A 6. A 6. Okay, this one's a no-brainer, I think. Spend these 2 to make that into an 8. Get another moon. Get a 5, which again I cannot use, but I do complete a second card. And with the last card, I get a 4, and I can't use it because there's no 4s left. All right, I'm excited to see how this turns out. So I did complete 2 cards. No stars this time. And all right, so let's go to final scoring because that's the end of the round. I'll erase these at the end. I won't bore you with having me erase them. Okay, so total stars. So that means, and you only score the furthest right. Okay, so in this case, I score 4 points here, 4 points here, so a total of 8 points. Let me move these up here so that I can bring this to the forefront. Okay, so 8 points for stars. Then 1 point for every 2 crossed off box in non-completed cards. So these don't count. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 points, right? 8 divided by 2? No. What am I saying? 4 points. Man, my math stinks. So 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Sydney would kill me if she saw this. Okay, and now the moons. So I was able to collect 2, 4, 5 moons. Again, in the multiplayer game, whoever has the most moons gets 6 points. Whoever has the least moons gets -6 points. But in the solo game, we look at this chart here, and this tells us that for 5 moons, I actually get 6 points. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. If not, trust me, I do get 6 points. And now our mega total is the sum of this plus the sum of this. So let's do it. I'm going to get out my handy dandy calculator so that there are no cheating here. So that's 12 plus 10 plus 16 because I completed 2 cards plus 8 plus 4 plus 6. And that is a mega total of 56 points. Read 'em and weep, boys. 56 points. And that gives me a status of great game. Or was it just luck? Huh. That's 55 to 59. I don't know. You tell me. I'm sure I could have done something different. And again, it depends on really the luck of the draw, right? I'm going to push these over so I can put the box here. You guys can see it. But yeah, that is Super Mega Lucky Box. Again, it plays quick. It's a very easy game to introduce new players to. It plays really great solo, as you saw. It's a nice little brain burner that, as you're trying to figure out this puzzle, how best to complete these cards. Sorry for the mess here. So what did you think of Super Mega Lucky Box? Did you like it? Is this something that catches your eye? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, this is published by Gamewright, and hope you enjoyed this playthrough. I don't want to keep you any longer. I know you have better things to do, but thank you for watching. If you enjoy it, please like this video, subscribe to the channel for more playthroughs, click the notification bell so you can be notified when we upload new content. And that's it. That's all I got. We'll see you in the next one.